Thank you all for joining in. This is free Intune training episode number 16, and this is the third week we are doing this free training, and this is provided by How to Manage Devices community. And we have a lot of WhatsApp groups, Facebook group, and we have forum as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Use our forum dot how to manage devices.com, right? So on Friday we had seen how to deploy Intune Win application, how to create Intune Win applications, right, in Intune. So um, basically, as I mentioned on Friday, there are limitations in Intune, not in Intune, basically in Windows 10 MDM channel, that it cannot install or deploy um, exe. It cannot deploy install exe. It cannot deploy complex msi application, right? So Intune team developed their own light management agent for advanced deployment scenarios, right? To install exes, to deploy powershell scripts, to deploy complex MSIs with MSTs, and like if you have a package with multiple files inside, then you need to use Intune Win file. So what is the process? This is explained on Friday, so I'm not going to go back on that point, but I just wanted to show you what happened with that deployment which we did on Friday, right? Notepad plus plus, we created an application. We filled all these parts on Friday's episode, right? We filled install command requirements, right? And detection rule. If you are not speaking, can you please go on mute? Thank you. So dependencies, detection rule, assignments, etc., etc., right? So what is the status of that deployment, right? As you can see, it got deployed to only 2 devices, but I have 4 devices in the lab. If you are joining this session for the first time, probably you are not aware of the lab. So I would recommend strongly watch the previous recordings, and so you will get more visibility, or you will get more details. What are we going what we already covered? So if I can say that correctly, right? Okay. So i- Intune 1 is Intune 1, Intune 2, Intune 3, Intune 4, right? These are the devices we have. And the application got deployed only to 2 devices, right? So you will be wondering why it is so, right? So let me check which are those applications, which are those devices, right? If I click on this, I don't know it's not working or not, but anyways, like if I go to device install status, you can see 01 and 03 are the only 2 missions, right? Which got this deployment and it got installed. There's no status for other 2 devices, right? So let us find out what is the difference between these 2 devices and those 2 devices, right? So let's go back to 0 um, 02, right? 02 is which one? This one, I think. Give me a sec. I don't know. Somebody is not on mute. Okay, so 02 host name. Let me clear this.
Middle one, Anup. It's in middle.
Okay, thank you. This is 04 and come on. Okay, 02 is the middle one, right? Okay, thank you for that. Uh, so if I look at the services, I should see Intune uh, management extension, right? That is a service which will help us to deploy these complex application deployment scenarios, right? Okay, uh, so I cannot see that over here, right? Right click, refresh. There is no in Microsoft Intune management extension over here, even though we deployed the application. So let let us understand what is the characteristic of this device, right? So this is, I logged in with the local username and password, right? That is one of the thing. And if I can go to settings, right, accounts, and access work account. So this is basically Azure AD registered and MDM managed device, right? 04 is Azure AD, 02 is Azure AD registered and MDM managed device, right? So let me check the other one, right? What is that? This is 04. And let me say, who am I? So this is also local user. I logged in with local username and password, right? This is 04 is the device name, and this is my local user, right? Okay, so let me check what is the scenario over here, right? Settings. If I go to, come on, this, not this, right? So okay, I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, go to settings. Give me a sec. Let me close. Let me close this. Right. Let me close this. Okay. So go to settings now. Right. And accounts and work account. This is also same. Azure AD registered and MDM enrolled device. This is not Azure AD joined device, right? So let me go to the third device, that is Intune 03, right? 03. And if I say who am I, it says I'm logged in with my Azure AD credentials, and this is Azure AD join device. If I can open settings and I can go to accounts and access work, you can see this is Azure AD joint device. So Azure AD joint device is automatically MDM enrolled as per my tenant, right? Our test tenant. Okay. So what is the difference on only this device, right? Only this device. This is the only device which got Intune management extension installed. Okay. So let me see the Notepad++ is installed over here, right? And I can even see the Intune management extension service here. So that means Intune management extension or Intune Win32 is only and only supported with Azure AD joined devices, right? So this, you cannot deploy Intune Win32 application at the moment to Azure AD joined devices. Okay, so is that clear? So so you cannot do any deployment with Win Intune Win32 to Azure AD registered devices. Okay, so that is why it is only showing two devices, right? Which is the 01 device, that is our base device, right? This is 01. Okay, so host name, this is 01, right? So that is why it is only deployed to these two devices, right? Okay, so that's clear, right? That is the support scenario from Microsoft. So I'm not making any stories here. So probably, I don't know, in future Microsoft will support Azure AD registered devices also. We don't know, right? If you have a requirement to do that, probably it's better to raise a user voice item in Intune user voice if it's already not there. Okay, so that's the first point I wanted to cover today. So we are all clear, like the Intune Win32 application in Intune management extension service can only run on Azure AD joint devices, not on Azure AD registered and MDM enrolled devices, right? Okay, so let me show you something else today, right? That is another way of kind of deploying using Intune Win32 application, right? So over here, let me explain you something. So over here you can see a service, and on Friday somebody asked, is there any log file where I can go into and I can look into, right? So there is a log file, program data, data Microsoft, and this is the folder Intune management extension, right? And this is the log file which you can look into, right? So client health log file is there, and the Intune management extension log file is there. This is the operational kind of log file which you can look into, right? So, and you can go to, give me a sec. So if you want to look at the log files, right? If you are trying to read this log file with a text editor, text log file, notepad, right? That would be very difficult, right? You are not comfortable to do that in many cases, probably, right? If you are from a SCM world, you are used to CM trace, right? So in today's episode, we are going to see like how we can deploy CM trace, right? To a particular device, right? So to all Azure AD joint devices, or to all what you call Intune Win32 application deployment devices. We are going to deploy CM trace, right, today with Win32 application. So before that, what we need to do, we need to create a package, right? Intune Win package as per this process, right? So let me go to the folder, source folder, and show you what is happening over there, right? So I have a folder here, CM trace copy, right? I have already created that. I already created a source folder here, right? And I have only two files there. One is CM trace and the CM trace CMD, right? So let's check what is that CMD file, right? CMD file is like just like something. I am going to make a directory in Windows temp CM trace folder, right? Um, Directory called CM trace, right? And going to copy the CM trace from wherever location Intune Win32 application or Intune management extension service is going to run this command on the device, right, to this particular folder, right? So this is straightforward command, right? And I hope you must have used this in SCM scenarios many times, right? In packaging scenarios. Okay, then I'm going to go through this two commands, right? So this is for probably for the detection method, right? If I want to detect whether this application got installed or not, then that is why I'm going to create this text file to detect that, right? So we will see that how to do it, how to create it, right? So let's go to the tool. This is the tool which we used, right, last time, Intune Win app utility, right? I'm going to run that, and it needs a folder location, source location, right? So this is my source location, right? So okay, if I can, this is a source location. Okay, then it needs a setup file. So my setup file is this one, right? So to avoid any typo, I always use copy paste, right? So now we need to provide a output folder. So I have already created a folder structure over here, that is Intune Win package, right? So this is my output folder. So I'm going to copy that. Probably I will use a quotation, right? Because there is a space in between Intune Win and package. Okay. So you want to catalog? No, right? So it will process it, and it already created a Intune Win package. Okay, so Intune Win package is ready, right, for CM trace copy, right? So we are just copying the CM trace file to the device, right? Windows 10 device, and we can use, admins can use that particular file to check the error logs in Win32 application deployment scenarios, right? So I'm going to select Windows over here, so it will make my navigation easy. And then you can see this is the Windows application, Win32 application, right? Option, select, and select my file, source file, package file, right? So this is CM trace. I'm going to select this particular file, right? So there's something wrong with that package, right? That is why this OK button is not enabled, right? So I think there is something wrong in that package, right? So what I'm
Uh,
doing
no,
is,
no. When I saw that, when you selected second time, it worked for me. Even for the first time, it did not work. But if you select second time, it worked. Try
okay,
yours.
so I have seen this before, right? So it normally creates issues when I try to use something different. I'm going to show why, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
So it's okay. So it's not happening, right? Yeah, whenever you see this, you have some problem with that packaging step, right? So for me, I think the problem is probably I used, this is still open, right? This file is still open. Probably that could be one of the reason. Let me try it again, right? I don't know. Let me try it again. Okay. So where is it? I closed that CMD file, right? And I'm going to provide the source. This is the source, right? CM trace source, or I will use the codes over here also. That's okay. And CM trace CMD, right? And I'm going to, where is it? Okay, let me copy paste it rather than wasting our time, right? Okay, so let me go back to this folder, okay, and so paste it over here. It will say the file is already there. Do we need to overwrite it? I will say like yes, okay, and I say no for this catalog, right? And it created a new file probably, right? And the time is 7:19, right? 7:19. Okay, so let me try that again from Intune. Okay, so let me try to do it. Okay, so see, so this could be one of the problem I have seen many times before, right? So if the OK button is not enabled, as Harish mentioned, probably you can try two times or three times. Probably that will help. Otherwise, I have seen this issue. Okay, so this is one of the tip to you all. So click OK. Now it will populate everything, right? So I will say CM trace copy app, right? And I will keep this as log file reader or something. Always describe your application, right? What you're going to create. That will help other admins from your organization. Otherwise, like they might not have any clue, right? Okay, so publisher is HTMD, right? And I'm going to not going to select any um, logo for this, but if you want you can select that, right? And you can say install command, right? Install command is same as install.cmd, right? So I'm going to use that again, right? Install.cmd. I'm going to use a dummy uninstall command also, that is the same one. Okay, so I'm not going to change this. You can change this, probably no specific action, right? Even though it's not going to restart my server or not Windows 10 MDM device, right? Next, over here, I'm going to select 64 and minimum is 1803 as we did last time also. If you have some specific script for the requirement, then you can use that also over here from the add button, right? Okay, click on next. And detection rule, right? Detection rule is mandatory in this requirement, so that is why I created, if you remember, I created that text file. I try to use that text file in the CMD, right? Let me open that CMD again, install.cmd again, so that it will be easy for me to copy paste, right? So I'm going to say this is my folder location, okay, for the detection. So I'm going to add here, right? And I'm going to select file, and on the path I'm going to say this is my folder location, right? And I need to specify the file name over here. So where I can get the file name, I have already mentioned. Oh, come on, not this one. I have already mentioned the file name over here, right? This is the file name for version 1, right? So I'm going to say version 1, this is the file name, right? It will check whether the file does exist or not. If it doesn't, it will install the application, right? Or it will do whatever we mentioned in that CMD file, okay? So I'll say yes, file exists or folder exists. Okay, so click on OK and say next, right? Dependency, I don't have any dependency. If you have any dependency, you want to see something like okay, along with CMD I need to install Notepad++, right? So you can select that, and it will install the Notepad++ first, and then it will install this one, right? Okay, so that is a what you call the dependency which we didn't see last time, right? So I'm not going to select any dependency for this CM trace. Okay, now I'm going to see this as required application, right? So I'm going to add a group, and I'm going to say CYOD, right? We have created a CYOD group, if I remember correctly, right? So company owned devices, right? Company owned devices, that is basically Azure AD joined devices, right? So it got only 2 devices, right? We don't need to deploy it to Azure AD registered and MDM managed devices, because anyways that is not going to work with Intune management extension, right? Okay, so we did that, and let me confirm before before going to next step, right? I always confirm. I don't want to deploy this particular application to all my devices in my organization, right? So this is the health check I normally do, best practice I normally do before deploying it. I check and confirm whether I'm deploying it to the correct Azure AD group or not. So company owned devices, right? Let me check who are the members, right? So it should have only 2. Okay, so we are deploying it to the correct group. Okay, fine. So we are saying next, and next. I already reviewed it, so I'm going to say next, right? So now, how to get this device, this application into this particular? So as you can see, it got uploaded, right? And now we need to check, or we need to sync it manually, right? Or how do we sync it normally? Normally we sync it from company portal, right? But for Intune management extension related deployments, we can restart the service, right? I don't know why it stopped. That's interesting. That's a different one. Okay, fine. Okay, let's restart it. Let's restart, and let's see what is going to happen, right? So let me open up one more tab over here, File Explorer, and I'm going to see Windows, right? And temp, right? Temp, and there should be a folder here, right? Once it's executed, right? So you can see the log files from here, what is happening, right? But with the text log, it is a bit difficult for me, at least. I'm not Wally, right? I don't know how many of you know Wally. He always I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. I'm sorry. Um, but he is SCM or SMS guru or god, we can say. Okay. He is retired now, but he always use Notepad to analyze SCM logs. He don't use CM trace or SMS trace or something like that, right? So this is 26. Okay, 26. Skip reporting, generic start, generic reporting. Let me search CM trace somewhere. I don't think it will be there. Let me check down. Okay, it's not there. Let me close this. All right. And let me open this again. And again check CM trace down. Right, it's not there yet. Okay, so probably it's going to take some time, I don't know. So if we can see the results on tomorrow, that's fine. We are reaching end of today's session, right? So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask now.
Anup, Harish here.
Yeah.
For Windows 32 app, it's only getting installed on Azure AD joint devices. For that purpose, we have to ensure that we need to log into those devices using Azure AD account. Even that's a mandatory, right? Without that, we cannot.
I don't think so, because the on my Windows Intune 01 device, right? I logged in with
Local account.
right,
Okay,
and
fine.
you can see the application is installed, right? Who am I? I logged into this device, right,
Mhm,
with
mhm.
local user, and this is Azure AD join device, right?
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
then you never logged into, I mean, it's not even a one-time mandatory. We can use,
no, I never logged off since Friday, right? You can see the same screens over here. So I never did any log off, and you can still see this application is still there, right? Mail
yeah,
application which we uninstalled, right?
okay.
If
That's
I log off and log in back, it will log off and log in with Azure AD join account, right? Then these application will get removed, right? So
okay. Yeah, gotcha, gotcha.
no worries.
Anup, for Notepad++, we have deployed to all HDMD Windows devices. So like why the status is not showing as a failed or unsuccess in our status check actually in the report.
So it's not getting, that policy is not getting there at all. So that is why, probably that's a good question, but I don't know exact reason why it's not showing as unsuccessful or no status or something like that, right? So probably it's getting blocked from Azure AD side, right? So if Azure AD sees or Intune sees this is Azure AD registered device, probably it's not sending the policies at all, which I don't know exactly, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
No, is there any security at the back end which ensure that all the bits which is been saved to the cloud are secured enough or anyone can fiddle with it? So what are the security mechanism for 132?
So it's a basic principle of Azure, right? So everything is encrypted in Azure, right? And this is encrypted with encryption technologies of Microsoft, right? But for Intune, I don't think you can use bring your own keys in terms of encryption, right? Because Intune data, files like the CMD files and the applications are termed as not very critical, right? So I don't think there is any BYOK, bring your own keys concept in Intune encryption, right? While deploying, while uploading the applications to Azure storage. But all the data is encrypted, and all the transfer between Azure and Windows 10 communication, that is also encrypted. So nobody else, even you cannot see the applications from Azure storage for Intune, right? So if I want to see as kind of the CM trace application from my Azure blob storage, I won't be able to see that. That storage is managed by Microsoft. Probably if you want to do something with that, you might need to raise a ticket with Microsoft. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thanks.
No worries, man. Okay, any other questions?
One last question.
Okay.
Actually, you're browsing the package from your local device. Like, what if we are having some kind of share, like share location? Can we browse the same package from that share location to Intune?
Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. You can use OneDrive, you can use local drive, you can use your file drive, file share. You can use your SCM package source if you want. That's fine. Yeah, Intune portal access should be there, and there should not be any blockage from your proxy side or something like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Hi, this is Sayed. Can
Hey,
you
Syed.
please share the topics for tomorrow?
Say that again.
Can you please share the topic for tomorrow?
I normally share the topic. I have not decided any topic for the tomorrow, to be very honest. So I will have to work on that, and I will have to share that later if that is a need, because
Oh,
I'm not a professional trainer, right? This is kind of a free training I'm providing. So I don't have any particular agenda which I follow. So I follow the agenda like the which is useful for admins, Intune admins, right? So
okay.
sorry, I don't have any topic specifically for tomorrow. Probably we will see some troubleshooting about Intune management extension. We will see the results of today's deployment, and we will see how to read the log files, right? And probably we can see a PowerShell script deployment or something. So normally in this training, Syed, I don't keep any like agenda, or I won't be able to provide any like planning for tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much. The only reason I asked was because I thought I would do some homework before coming so that I could better understand, but it's totally fine. I was just curious. But thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Hi,
Yeah, hi
Anup.
Anup, Vikas here.
Yep.
Just one question. Like after converting the exe or MSI file to Win32 app32 one sorry Intune Win file, so and I created in the package in Intune. So and next day I accidentally deleted that folder which is in my C drive. So will it be any impact on the package itself?
Say no, no. It's not
Okay.
like yeah, I know where from where you are coming. So, for example, in SCCM, if
Yeah.
you do that, then probably during the update of the package it might fail, or a refresh of the package or validation would create some problems. But in Intune case, that is not a problem at all. But yeah, in a production scenario, probably you will get into trouble.
Okay, because if I'm doing from my laptop, so I'm shutdowning my laptop every day. So
Yeah, yeah, that
how like it will be in the production level? Like will
yeah,
it be from the
products. Production we are talking about the modern world, right?
yeah,
So I don't think NAS is the best approach, right? So probably if you can do something like OneDrive or SharePoint, where you are storing all your packages, right, and your packaging team has access to that, you are uploading that files from OneDrive to directly to Intune. That would be the best approach, but it's up to your security organization within your company, right? And your
correct.
packaging team to decide where to store the files, packaging source files. But it should not be in your laptop, because of the reason that is not the best practice, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks.
Hi Anup, Prasad here.
Yep.
Just want to reconfirm this services, the uh, Microsoft Intune Management extension
Hmm.
that only will show once we deploy any single application in that device, right? If we haven't deploy any device, it won't show that app services, correct?
Yeah, I don't know whether Prasad was talking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know whether Prasad you had seen the other videos or you were part of the other sessions, because the on Friday only, like we had seen this Intune management extension, right? Before that, none of my missions were having Intune management extension. That proves only when we deploy Intune Win32 application or PowerShell script, it will show up. Does
Okay,
that
so
make
yeah,
sense?
yeah. So yeah, I just want to reconfirm that if we haven't deployed any Win32, it won't show, right?
I said Win Win32. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
any
say that.
application through the Win32, I am saying that if we haven't deployed any application by using or through Win32, this extension won't show, correct?
Yeah. So have you not seen the previous videos, or previous you were part of the previous sessions?
I was there.
Okay, fine. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to like analyze my students, right? How, like, or probably trying to understand, like, I'm missing something in explaining, right? So probably you are not able to catch.
No, I just want to reconfirm that. So yeah,
Okay, fine.
I asked.
Yeah, I'm 200% sure now. You are very confirmed, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So if you don't have any further questions, so probably we will finish off for today, and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you all, and do some homework, and let ask me a lot of questions tomorrow, right? Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you, Anup.